in response to her saying women's fiction is porn. Okay. So I believe that women's fiction is the freedom of women's voice, expression, and yes, sexuality. But to demonize desire is to suggest that women's desire is dirty or that there is something inherently wrong with it. And this type of analysis leads to oppression and suppression of women, which leads to shame, reduced satisfaction in sex, makes things like rape, domestic violence, sexual assault something that women don't feel safe to talk about. And I want to say, I am all about women empowerment. And sometimes women empowerment means we have to challenge and take down the women that would oppress others. One of her arguments that outraged me the most was that she was saying taste becomes depraved and named POCD as something that comes from literature. And for those of you that don't know, POCD is a form of OCD. And just to stop YouTube from flagging us, is PEDO, intrusive thoughts, which is a subtype of OCD. And her statement about this is, first of all, grossly inaccurate. There is no evidence that reading this literature causes POCD, and it's just complete ignorance of that disorder and further stigmatizes and shames mental health. So PCOD is a subtype of OCD, which is unwanted, intrusive, and deeply disturbing thoughts, is ego dystonic, which means that these thoughts do not align with the values and desires of the person. These people do not want to act and do not find children attractive. It is born out of fear and anxiety, which is exactly like postpartum depression, where women will often fear that they will harm their child, but they will not actually harm their child. They have so much fear and anxiety about this new thing in their life that they fear they will harm it. And the only way to address it is to talk about these things and to help them realize that actually this is a fear of causing harm. You do not want to do that. And that is the same thing as POCD. So for her to claim that these women who have it are turning into these depraved, disgusting degenerates is just spreading misinformation. It just shows her ignorance, and it's completely wrong. And not to address these things and to further shame these women who are having these thoughts actually worsens the thoughts because of the shame that builds inside of them and their inability to talk about it.